going any differently this time around?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Just by knowing certain facts that Tyson was going through, but it doesn't mean that Usyk is going to come in with everything. He's going to be better. He's going to be faster, wiser, tougher. He's going to know how to handle Tyson because of the first fight and the confidence he has. Not talking about the heart that Tyson has to go in there. Anybody would have canceled. Tyson goes up there and fights Usyk. Unbelievable. So I really see this fight as a 50-50 fight, but I have to give Tyson Fury.
I can't wait for this fight. I mean, it's very difficult to beat Usyk full stop, but it's really difficult to beat him after he's already beaten you. And I think he's so confident, Usyk, going into this fight. But listen, Fury is capable of anything, and he's a great fighter, and hopefully he can do the business.
Do you think Fury's mentality and mindset of whenever he's faced a previous opponent in a rematch has always stopped them, won't come to fruition in this time round?
I think he could stop Usyk. I think he could, yeah. But doing it is, it's very difficult, and he's going to be up against it. He's definitely got the ability to win the fight. The first fight was very close. I mentioned that at the presser yesterday. After I was up there, found myself up on the top table on Team Fury's side, and I'd like to see him do it.
Excited. I'm not nervous because I believe in my man. I believe that he will do the job. And it won't be easy. It's going to be a tough fight. There's no doubt about that. The first time round, it was a very tough fight for both of them. It was a fag paper in it as far as the decision was concerned with some people, including myself. This time round, Tyson's got to ensure emphatically that he gets the result. One of the judges thought he did last time. The other judge had a round in it. So this time round, Tyson has to go out and show what he's all about. No, I think he will finish it inside the distance. But he can outbox him. He was outboxing the first half of the fight, and he won the last round of the fight. He outboxed him in the last round on the three judges' cards as well.
Liking Fury at the moment, that just the way he seems to be taking the camp, the way his mindset is. Obviously, after finding out what him and his family had went through during the fight week last time round, you sit there and you go, that you can't help but that have affected you. You can't help but that have played a massive factor into why he didn't come out with a victory. But no doubt he'll avenge that loss.
I think it really depends on Fury's condition. I think the first 6 rounds we got to see a Fury that he was untouched. It was like Muhammad Ali, moving around, making him slip, and then I think the Usyk just sort of created his game plan to switch on more in the later rounds. So it really depends on his condition.
First fight was so good that the rematch is going to be as good or even better. I think it's a 50-50 fight. Even though Usyk pulled it off, it was still very tough for him. It was an easy fight. So I think the rematch, if Tyson comes out maybe a little bit more better prepared or maybe a little different game plan, he might even pull it off. So it's a fight that I wouldn't be surprised if we see three.
I'm leaning towards Usyk again. It just seems hard to bet against him, to be honest. He just always seems to find a way, really good at adapting. And I think, I wouldn't be shocked if Fury turned it round at all. He's a top fighter. He's there for a reason, but I just think he seems to find a way, Usyk.
I think it's a perfect fight. Perfect fighters. I don't have anything bad to say about them. People always say Usyk can take a body shot, he is weak. But when you see Tyson Fury landing a few body shots on Usyk, he really made it. He really made it through. So I only have good things to say about this.
Once again, guarantee you.
Minus the IBF.
Yeah, I'll get that back as well after. When I fight Usyk in December and beat him, I'll reign all the belts that I should never have lost, and then I'll fight the Dubar and take that off him as well.
That's your plan?
Yeah, that's my plan.
How was that interaction seeing Usyk against Tyson ringside?
Believe that you can stop Tyson Fury this time around?
I believe.
With this second time around, how have you mentally pictured this fight, in your opinion?
Nothing. I just prepare. Listen, I don't know. I win.
I think impose his height, impose his reach, impose his weight difference. I mean, all the advantages he has, he didn't use last time. When he allowed, the smaller man, and it's a good little man, isn't he? He's a good small man. But I think he allowed the smaller man to bully him around the ring. I'd be a bit inclined to hold my feet, hit him hard, use the weight advantage, use the reach advantage, use the height advantage that I don't think he used last time, and just have one voice in the corner.
I'm ready ко всему. For everything. If Tyson different, yes, Tyson will be different. Me too, because we know each other, but I'll see it's 21st December.
Both got to be crisp and sharp, and I think the first 2 or 3 rounds of the fight are so important, Andy, because last time Usyk, like he did against Joshua in that first fight, he did something in that first round that just confused things. He just made Fury miss a little bit, made Fury a little bit lackadaisical. He chased him around the corners, he pinned him, he feinted a lot, and I think he got a really good start to the fight. I think Fury's going to have that sort of start this time around, because I think it could get tough down the stretch because of Usyk's conditioning.
Be a much better Tyson Fury, I believe, because fights are won and lost in the ring, but they're also won and lost in training camps. And when you're preparing for the biggest fight of your career, with against your best opponent, Usyk, which you've been cut in the previous camp, and you're carrying a cut, and you can't spar for the biggest fight of your life, how are you going to perform well or perform to your maximum? So I say you didn't see a shadow of the man, but you didn't see the full Tyson Fury in the first fight, and the first fight was close.
I'm making a lot over the first fight, as in it was a wide win. It was still a close fight, the first one, and I think, if a better Fury turns up, but I think you can always get a better Usyk. I don't know whether Usyk might just have his number. I think he might have all the number. I think he's hard to beat, but look, it's a fight I'm looking forward to. I think it's intriguing. I think it'll be another close one again, but I don't know. I think going off the last fight with momentum, you've got to back Usyk, but I said it wasn't as wide as what people are making out. It was a razor-thin decision last time, even with it was around 8 or 9, almost stopping him, yeah. So, I don't know, I think if Fury can make an adjustment, it's definitely a winnable fight for Fury. I think you've got to side with Usyk.
I was quite heavily in favour of Usyk when the first fight finished, and I had a few days to sort of let the dust settle. I thought Usyk will win that fight, and I've watched it back since, and I'll pick out one round, round 6. Fury looked very dangerous, and there was a point where I thought Usyk might be wilting, he might be looking like a really beaten man, and if he can sort of maintain that from start to finish, Fury wins this fight.
I think Tyson's going to win the rematch, if I'm honest. I do. I've said, I don't know why I think he's going to win the rematch, and I think there's going to be a third fight. So yeah, I can see that, but Usyk's my favourite fighter, so I don't know why I think Tyson's going to win. I don't think he's going to do as much showboating, but still going to be a tremendous fight. Just because I've talked shit about Tommy doesn't mean I can't rate the fight. Fucking 2 of the greatest heavyweights of our time.
I don't think Fury's got much left, but I also think since the move up to heavyweight, unless you've done it, unless you've been hit off of guys that are bigger than you might not agree with what I'm saying, but even just getting whacked around the shoulders, the body, it takes so much out of you when you're in with guys that are a lot bigger than you. And he's having to do it consistently in sparring and in fights at heavyweight. I just look at him and I just think, I remember with Bellew, the injuries he was accumulating as as his career started winding down, and he got into the big fights. But the injuries, his last 4 fights, he went in with really bad injuries.
Fury can drag him into a dogfight. Like I thought he should have approached the first fight, because when you've got so much size and weight advantage, you've got to utilise it. And I don't ever think someone who's so ring savvy and experienced and learns from a fight as it progresses. Usyk's so well versed in that. He adapts to you so well. You can't allow him to go into the second half of the fight where he's just being outboxed, but he's not being outmanned. And I feel like Fury's got to outman him, drag him into an ugly fight, work his body, and make sure he's fatigued going into the second half of the fight so he can't run away.
For me, I like knockouts, so I like to see a knockout so we don't have to listen to the scorecards.
Right, no one up, especially someone like Fury, who has come back from crazy situations, been in so much ups and downs, and he's a big guy, he's experienced, and I believe Fury wasn't his best that night and Usyk wasn't his best that night. I think they can both make adjustments which can change the course of the fight.
Whoever speaks in the corner, that doesn't have any effect on me whatsoever. I got 59 people in the corner. You're in that boxing ring on your own. That's it. And you're all alone in there. It's one-on-one combat with another man.
For me, I like knockouts, so I like to see a knockout so we don't have to listen to the scorecards. I'm focused on my fighter and that's it.
Everyone knows what's going to happen. Because I'm the Gypsy King, and I'm here for redemption. Get up! Hey, I want a little less biased commentary. Be fair. I tell you, DAZN buddies to also be fair. I would land a combination target. Usyk could land a little flicking jab and someone would say, "Ooh, great shot by Usyk."
At least Tyson walks away like saying, look, I won the decision. I feel like I should have won the decision. There's a dispute. There's a debate about it.
I didn't get the decision last time out, so I'm going to have to knock him out this time.
Well, let's have a little bit less bias. I know DAZN's paying your bills. DAZN's paying your bills, but let's play fair. Less biased commentary towards Alexander Usyk. Be a fair shout, that's all I ask.
Tunnel vision, so I'm focused on my fighter only. If there's times in the fight where he was aggressive and there's times in the fight where he wasn't aggressive, learn lessons in life and you can make yourself better from that.
I've been boxing 17 years and I've entertained 1,000,000 times. All they ask for is a bit of fair play. If I land a good shot on the motherfucker, Wally, he lands a good shot. Great. Well done.
I don't need to do anything special to beat him. I just need to be myself. Try and walk through and use my sheer strength, size and aggression.
This time it's been a lot easy, I've done lots of sparring and I've been able to train properly, where before there's no secret I didn't do a lot of sparring, hence I had a massive bounty on me cut eye.
I don't need to do anything special to beat him. I just need to be myself. Try and walk through and use my sheer strength, size and aggression.
It's going to be a lot of pain Saturday night and I don't think he's going to want a trilogy. I will knock him out, for sure.
At least Tyson walks away like saying, look, I won the decision. I feel like I should have won the decision. There's a dispute. There's a debate about it.
I've not spoke to Paris for 3 months. Not a word. Not spoke to anyone. Not been on my phone. I've been away from it all. Just wanted to give myself the best opportunity I can. Got me trainer, Sugar Hill Stewart, I'm under his watchful eye and I don't want to keep dividing modes from beast mode to dad mode, wife mode, all that sort of stuff. So I've not spoke to anyone on the phone and that's it. Just been in camp the whole time. The hardest thing in the world is to stay in the moment we're in and enjoy this moment. God willing, I do what I believe I can do. Everything's going really well. I'm really looking forward to the opportunity to run it back and try and get those belts back. So I want to get that. I'm hungry for the revenge now.
Had heart and determination to get through.
Everything's going really well. I'm really looking forward to the opportunity to run it back and try and get those belts back. So I want to get that. I'm hungry for the revenge now. God willing, I do what I believe I can do. And be happy and contented with who we are and not try and push for more or want more. I think when you lose the passion to want, you're game over. You're ready for the grave. A man who's not a wanted man is a man ready for the next life, and I'm not ready for that yet, so I'm always wanted, whatever it might be. My mission's never been undisputed. There's no chance he can beat me. None. Never been my mission. It's been other people's missions. My mission's to smash this face right in on Saturday night. I've been searching the world for 20 years to find someone who can challenge me. First time in years, I'm going in there as a challenger, not a champion, and I believe I'm better as a challenger, always, because I've got that goal of achieving something again, and it's giving me like a fire underneath.
Boxing won that night. Both guys looked great and boxed well and made an exciting fight. The rematch, obviously everybody wants to see the rematch again.
Especially after that fight, because it was such a spectacular fight.
I ain't got a cut this time, I'm nursing. I've never been as confident in my life as smashing a face in that I've ever been doing him on Saturday. Even at 36, when people think he's he will rise like a phoenix from the ashes.
If you watch the Usyk fight, he was touching Usyk up in the beginning of the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, that reach and that jab, the accuracy that he has, technique and huge. He was doing really well in that fight until he started to slow down a little bit, and Usyk wound up just catching him.
Fight talk!
Don't be afraid. I will not leave you alone again.
And what does that even mean? Don't be afraid of a boxing match, please. I've had many boxing matches before and not been afraid.
If you watch the Usyk fight, he was touching Usyk up in the beginning of the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, that reach and that jab, the accuracy that he has, technique and huge. He was doing really well in that fight until he started to slow down a little bit, and Usyk wound up just catching him.
I'm going in there as a challenger, not a champion, and I believe I'm better as a challenger always, because I've got that goal of achieving something again, and it's giving me like a fire underneath.
You had your little chance to knock me out, didn't you? Couldn't do it, could you? Hit me with 10 shots in a row and couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You couldn't even put me down after being a Bambi legs. You hit me 10 shots. 10 clean shots on the chin. No canvas touch.
Yeah.
You're in the rematch.
Okay. I'm going to destroy this on Saturday night. You watch me go to work on Saturday night on him. Better than him, and I'm going to prove it on Saturday night. Boxing, fighting, heart, whatever you want.
I don't need to do anything special to beat him. I just need to be myself. Try and walk through and use my sheer strength, size and aggression. I had heart and determination to get through.
Got me trainer, Sugar Hill Stewart. I'm under his watch for life.
If there's times in the fight where he was aggressive and there's times in the fight where he wasn't aggressive. Learn lessons in life and you can make yourself better from that. For me, I like knockouts, so I like to see a knockout so we don't have to listen to the scorecards. I focus on my fighter and that's it.